Alrighty, so we are diving into Bastet realm now, per y'all's request. So hopefully y'all enjoy these. We're gonna be going through these. I've been telling the community in the Discord and just from chatting that I think out of all four realms, I really do believe that Bastet will have the most exciting beginning to top 16. And then I think it's gonna flame out really, really hard. Because and here's my rationale behind it. I firmly do believe that all the best teams, except for one, are all on the left side of the bracket, which is absolutely ridiculous. It's never happened in Rising Kingdoms history. I have no clue why it even happened, but somehow all four teams from 2489 all ended up on the left side of the bracket, which is absolutely insane. And I have no clue how that even fucking happened, but it did. So now they're going to be knocking each other out. It's going to be real interesting. So we're going to dive into it, and kind of get into it and let y'all know what we think. Is it Beard Brew? Yeah. Enjoy the emojis. All right, let's get into it. Let me bring up the game real quick. We're in Bastet now. I have it on the side screen so I can see stats and stuff like that. Let's look at some of the teams real quick. Sucks to suck. Yeah, that one was a big shit show right there, dude. That's crazy. I don't even know how that's possible. All right, DVL. We all know DVL. Old 1556 Alliance. Very, very coordinated. Very good. They were always pretty solid at Osiris League as well. So coming into Bastet, I was very, very high on them. 88 VH. Looks like they lost to FC by 7,000. Ooh. They beat DVL2, which I wouldn't really count that as a W. C55T or C5. I think it's 5-5. They beat them by 17. So here's my thought. FC, I don't think is better than DVL, and they lost to FC by 7K. If that's the case, and that was, I believe, one of the most recent one, I don't think they're going to have any chance of beating DVL. I would say probably by like, if they beat them by 7 with them, I think they're going to beat them by like 12 or 13 for DVL. So we are going to give the first win to DVL and progress them forward. All right, 89 CG. I don't think this is even close. 89 CG and 89 VC, I think, are the two best teams in this realm, hands down. So we aren't going to waste any time. I've said that from before Osiris League even started, that these two teams would be the best. It was just a matter of team composition. Oh, wait, hold on. My bad. Hold up. CG. I skipped a step. Technically, it's still going to be that, but we don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Gotta give him a chance. All right, this one I think is going to be very interesting. 89 NR versus 89 #N. I believe #N lost. Who did they lose to? They lost to VC by 5K. But NR beat D91. They beat Fame, no show, and then another no show. So really the only one they have to show is D91R, who is on the bottom right. So let me see who. They beat Fame. Man, I don't want to go against my boy Oppo. I don't want to go against him. I just find it very impressive that #N only lost by 5K. Now, granted, it could be, you don't want to completely stomp your own teammate into the dirt kind of ordeal. You know what? Screw it. We're going with our boy Oppo. Oppo won't let me down. Oppo's not gonna let me down. He's gonna win. He's gonna win. And he's gonna boom boom his own alliance in his own kingdom. All right. Now we're moving to the right side. We got F84D. A little bit of a sleeper team, but you shouldn't be surprised. I told y'all that RD2K had some team lose. Boom, boom, baby. I told y'all that RD2K, part of their ARC team left. I just didn't tell y'all where they went. That was the team that they went to. So let's check out what NEO won. SVG, they lost to F84D. Sorry. Oh, excuse me. Hold on. So they lost to a team. Wait. Well, oh, it's a rematch. Oh, bro, no shot. It's a rematch. They beat him by 13K last time. No shot. It's a rematch. GG's. All right, FC74F. S2S. Lost 7K. I think I'm gonna go FC on this one. Let me look at FC one last time real quick. 84. Yeah, they're beating people pretty handily. I'm gonna go FC on this one. All right, Smash Squad, I think should handle their business. Oh, I put that one in the wrong one again. Sorry. Smash Squad should handle their business. If not, Jeej. S2S. Pretty much no shows except for 74. D91R. Lost to 89NR. So they lost to 89NR by what? 8,000? S2S pretty much waxed everybody. 74F, which 74F honestly did okay. Yeah, we're gonna go. I kind of want to go 91R. I really kind of want to go there. All right, let me bring up the stats real quick, and then we'll determine it based on the stats, because that's usually the equalizer right there is the stats. Let me go into Bastet, ARC, CG, Smash Squad, DVL, VC, S2S. Okay, so S2S is 38.5. Isn't great. S2S is better. 38.5. They're number 5. And D91 is 13 at 25. Okay. Provisions. It looks like both of these suck. 2K S2S. Oh Lord. 1.5. Oh God. Okay. S2S. Okay, so S2S owns them by a landslide. Okay, so we're gonna go S2S. We're going S2S here. Boom, boom. S2S, honestly, we'll give Smash Squad a close one. Well, we'll work our way, because that's going to be our last one, but I am going to have to pull up stats, because stats are going to be very crucial for these next ones. So ARC, we're looking at CG. I believe what people were telling me is that VC and CG have blackjack players split, but I don't know, and I can't confirm that because I don't know very many of them. But CG is number 1 in ARC scoring at 55, above Smash Squad. So CG is there. VC is 4th. Where's DVL? DVL should be pretty close. Yeah, they're number 3. They're only at 47, so like an 8K difference there. I think this one's gonna honestly, if I had to guess, this one is gonna probably be one of the closest matches. One of the closest matches right here between these two. I think these are fairly close competitive teams. Let me see. DVL actually beats them in provisioning, 9.1. And CG is at 2.6. So provisioning is going to be a big one then. That's what that tells me. That based on that differential, provisions are going to be huge swing for DVL. And CG occupation. Oh, ooh, 168. Get the out of here, bro. Let's go. 168. DVL is at 114, so it's 1 versus 6. I don't know, man. That's a big differential in occupation. It was pretty much equal in arcs, right? It wasn't very much off. CG like 6. I don't know. I don't know, chat. You want me to tell you why? Okay, so here's the reason why. DVL, the two things that DVL has always been really good at is occupation and provisioning. They're okay in mid, but if they sneak the first arc, they're good, right? If you force them to have to come in and win a mid game, it's very rare that they're going to win that. Okay. But do I think they're mid? So the thing that is I think the occupation will cancel itself out, even though they have a tremendous lead on there. DVL is very, very good. Occupation, like I said, I think it'll nil it out. Provisioning, I think will be a pretty decent in favor of DVL. I would say at the end of the match, I would say probably like 5 to 6K to like 1K for CG. So that's a nice little buff right there. But it comes down to mid game, comes down to arc. Do I think that they are going to keep it close in mid in order to have that work? I want to say yes. I want to say yes. I just don't. I don't know if DVL can beat CG in mid game. If they do, then it would be the first arc. I don't think they're going to beat them in any other arc in mid except for the first one. So I think based on that, I'm going to give it to CG just because I'm not sure if DVL is going to win that first arc. I think the occupation will get nilled. I think the provisions will be like 5, 6K in favor of DVL. But I think the arc game is going to be insane for CG, which is going to nil all that out. With no shows though. True. But I would say DVL had no shows as well. Did they? Let's look. DVL, I would say this. I don't think DVL is going to out occupation. Like they're not going to outdo CV or CG in occupation like that. Like I'm talking like they would have to turn and burn them really hard, like a 5 to 7K turn and burn to make up the stats that they're gonna need in order to recoup the arc stuff. I just don't see that, to be honest. Oh, I was looking at matches, my bad. 1 second. Schedule, Bastet. It was this one. It was CG. CG. Yeah, pretty much no shows for CG. DVL. They had some. So that's a little more impressive. But I can't really fault CG for their stats when no shows. It's not their problem. That's a Lilith problem. Tiny! Just checking in. I appreciate you, Tiny. Good to see you, homie. All right. VCNR. I love my boy Oppo. I love him to death. But no shot. No shot, big dog. You gotta let the big dog hunt. And VC, I don't think they'll beat them into the dirt, but they're not winning. I think this one is gonna be very competitive as well. F84D and FCK. I think FCK actually had, let me see. I think they actually had some good 88 VH, CV. They had okay matches. It wasn't anything crazy. I know F84 I'm very, very high on, and they were one of my sleeper teams in the season. SVG. Yeah, we're going to go with F84. This one I think will be pretty close. Let's look at this one. We're going to look at the stats. Let me look at league stats real quick. Bastet, provisions, alliance, arc. So Smash Squad is number 2 in arc at 50. S2S is number 5 at 38. So 12K difference, which isn't, I think here's my biggest thing. Oh, well, let's get through everything and then I'll tell you what my biggest thing is. So Smash Squad is at 3K for provisions. S2S is at 2K. So they both pretty much trash at provisioning. Occupation score, Smash Squad is number 2 at 145. We'll check if there's a bunch of no-shows though on that one. And then S2S is at 116. So like a 30K difference on that one. Let's look at the schedule real quick. And S2S didn't really have no shows. Maybe the last one, 7K, I would classify that one. And then all no shows in the very beginning. If I had to guess, Smash Squad had way more though. Yeah, no show. The LOD showed up but got stomped. No show. So this is what I would say. The weak link in the Smash Squad chain is their arc, is their mid game. It has always been their mid game from the last like 3 seasons. Their mid game is where they are susceptible to losing. If you are able to capture multiple arcs on them and not get dominated in structures, you're almost guaranteed to beat Smash Squad. They do have a strong mid game. I'm not saying that they're trash, right? But the timing, if you hit them with good timing, they're sometimes they rotate in late. There's always something, misuse of skills or just something like that has always crippled their mid team against good teams, right? And I'm not talking about like every match. I'm just saying a lot of the times when Smash Squad gets knocked out, it's due to mid game issues, not occupation or provisioning. So that being said, Smash Squad does, I think we said they were second in arc, but that's also with no shows, which doesn't really help. Where I kind of wish they would clean those stats up, to be perfectly honest. And S2S actually was in top for that as well, with actual teams that showed. So bro, I don't want to do this, but if I do this, I know that people are going to already be hating, which I don't really care, to be perfectly honest with you. I in my mind, right, here's my rational thought. Here's my rational thought right here. Smash Squad moved back to Bastet. I would say purposely. They may not say that. Purposely. For one, KBK opponents, I would venture to say that, because their kingdom isn't as big, so they're going to get easier opponents, younger opponents. But 2, they're going to land in the Bastet realm, easier opponents, way easier to hopefully get that skin. All they had to do is win this game right here, and they get their skin that they've never gotten. This is this would be the highest placing that Smash Squad has ever gotten if they won this game. And I just don't believe it, chat. I just don't believe it. I just don't believe it, chat. Say what you want. Call me a hater. Call me whatever. I just don't. I just don't. All right, so we're in our 4. Boom. We're in our 4. CG, VC. This one should have been a final, to be perfectly honest with you. It's kind of tragic that it's not. Because I think a best of 3 between these two would be, I think that would have been phenomenal. All right, let's go to the stats on this one. Let's look. And the stats are hard because it's just like they're inflated so bad that it's hard to use. But we don't have any other reference. Let me see. Let's look at kills. Kills, VC leads, 246 mil. For CG. Oh, but CG probably had a bunch of no-shows, so the kills are gonna be shit. All right, CG Arc. That doesn't surprise me with no-shows. VC 43, so they do have a slight advantage over VC on that one. VC leads them in provisions as well. 9.2. I think I'm gonna go VC. Dude, this one's a hard one, bro. Because I don't know the team composition. That's what makes it hard. That's what makes this one so hard. No-show blowout. Smash Squad going back realms with the gear advantage now, so I expect them to take 2 to 3 arcs. Winning 2 to 3 arcs was never their issue. I'm pretty confident. I would have to go look it up, but I'm pretty confident when Smash Squad lost, they actually won mid, but they lost the last arc. I'm pretty confident that's what ended up happening. It wasn't that they were losing the score in mid. The problem is that they would lose the last arc, and then provisions were the thing that crippled them at the very end, if I remember correctly. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. It's probably the more creative team, so my hat tips to them. It's a hard one, man, because I don't know, I don't know the team compositions. If you tell me that Blackjack is on CG, going CG. If you tell me Blackjack is on VC, I'm going VC. That's literally all it comes down to. Whoever has Blackjack is gonna win this match. And I'm pretty confident at CG. So we're gonna go CG on this one. Whoever has Blackjack, I don't care which team it is, even if this is wrong. Whoever has the Blackjack players are gonna be the team that win Osiris League this season. They're by far and none the best team. I think if you would have brought the Blackjack team as a whole, they probably would have waxed this entire map. But all of them didn't come. All right, so the last one to see who's gonna be in the final is F84 and S2S. I honestly think this one's going to be a very interesting match. S2S Arc 38, right below them, number 6, F84 with 37. So 1K difference. An Arc provision score. This is where it gets interesting. All right, this is where it gets interesting. F84 is the #1 provisioning team in Bastet. The #1 provisioning team in Bastet with 16K. Right, as an alliance, not as players. S2S, I remember being them really low. Yeah, they are number 17 at 2K. Bro, the difference in this right here, let's look at the individual stuff. Provision score. Phil, F84 with 54,000 score, right? Homie out there farming his absolute nutsack off. And then the S2S, let's see where the S2S person is. We're already in top 25. We are out of top 25. S2S, number 32 at 4K, bro. It's going to be an interesting one. I will say that. Occupation score. Here's the, let's see where this one is. Occupation score. I think S2S will have this slight lead in this one. Yeah, but it's not by much. Look, S2S 116, F84 at 112. I was pretty high on S2S. I think this may be the game where provisioning bites them in the ass. And I don't mean like, bro, we are going to do 5K, they're going to do 1K. I'm saying like we could see like a 7-1, 8-1, like a 7,000 plus point swing just with provisions. I think if you're if you're 84, I think your strategy in this one should be to optimize, just to stabilize an occupation. You need to have some provisioning skills and just ramp the shit out of those the entire match and just blow them out of the water. And then in arc, your goal should just be to get one. I think getting one is realistic because that provisioning and skills, you're just gonna ink it all by them. So with that being said, I think this will probably be a 2 arc game because I think 84 will actually get one and they're gonna blow them out of the water with provisions. All right. So that leaves us with our final of 89 CG versus F84. I would love to say that I think these are gonna be good matches. I don't. Okay. The reason I don't is because CG, where they excel at, is where 84 doesn't excel. In 84, I think even with provisioning being as good as they're going to be, I don't think the occupation, they're going to be able to keep that close. I think that's going to nil out all of the occupation. Or I think the occupation lead from CG is going to nil out all the provisioning for F84. So then it's going to come down to who has the better mid game. And I'm fairly I'm extremely confident that CG has the better mid game between these two. So that's why I'm actually gonna give CG the sweep right here with the 2 wins. All right, give me 1 second. I'm actually gonna give them the sweep right here. I like F84, but I don't think their mid game is going to be strong enough. If they, heaven forbid, now I will say this, if they are able to at least pull one, they may have a shot at an upset because that will give them the you know, being able to hold, do all that kind of stuff. I think they're going to really have to invest in the first arc. If they're able to pull that one and hold it, this changes to a whole new ball game. And if I had to take a stab, F84 are very, very clever and unique in their strategies. So if it was me and it was 84, I know people always want to pop skills at the very beginning. If it was me, I would pop 0 skills out of the gate. For F84, I would pop 0 skills. And I would save all your skills for the first arc. And then you pop all your fucking skills for mid first arc, and then you hold that son of a bitch as long as humanly possible and start provisioning your cheeks off. And that to me, I think would probably be your best plan of attack against CG. But we'll see if that even works. So there you go. There's my Bastet bracket. Let me know if y'all agree, disagree with it. I appreciate y'all, and let me know in the comments if y'all agree or disagree or who y'all have.